and welcome along, everybody, to, just by the way, the final day after of the season. We are here for the very first time on the African continent. We are here for the very first time in Morocco as Global Champions continues to make history. Welcome to the show. My name is Mark Lewis. We look back today on stage 15, the 15th and final stage of the 2024 season that finally saw the Kunstars, powered by the Iron Dames, crowned champions, taking that crown away from Rabat International, powered by Kingsland Equestrian. And what a successful day it was for the Rome Gladiators, powered by ClipMyHorse.tv, who for the second time this season get on top of the podium. Let's show you the final standings of the round to just give you some perspective as to how things ended here in Rabat for the 15th and final stage. As mentioned, Rome Gladiators, the top of the pile. An outstanding performance again from Kyle Tim in particular, who has been a sensation this season. Stockholm Hearts, powered by H&M We Love Horses, do enough to get themselves inside the GCL Super Cup semi-finals. Shanghai Swans, their second best finish of the season, and Madrid in Motion finishing just off the podium. That crucial 7th place finish from the Doha Falcons means that they will jump the semi-final, beating out Falcons Rabat United, Madrid in Motion, and the Prague Lions to wrap up the top 4. That's how it finished here in Rabat on the final stage. Only one team keeping a clean sheet from first round to second round. It certainly was a very impressive performance from the Rome Gladiators in particular. Let's open up the show and begin talking about it. As always, I was going to say Sophie Turner. Sophie Henners joins me alongside Kyle Tim, and Rosie Turner joins us as well. Hello, Rosie. Welcome to the show. Sorry about that. It's a long year, long season, long weekend. Finally, and I see you have a little surprise here for us, but finally we are able to talk about champions. It's so well deserved. It's been a long time coming, and finally we reach the point where Kunstars can say, that is it, we are over the line.
I think it's something all season as well that we've been hoping that would happen. We were there or thereabouts. We thought it might happen at Rome, but it was so exciting that it stayed until the final for it to conclude. But what I do have is the champions t-shirt, because I'll turn it around as well, because we've got this amazing champions in the end. This was made for the team when they won. So as soon as they won the championship, every rider, even Jana's little boy, had one of these on. So it's fantastic that we had these, and luckily I know these were made a little early just in case. Luckily it didn't jinx anything, Mark.
It's all right, it's all right. Sophie, let's talk about the last 48 hours. Try and give us some perspective as to what has it been like maybe coming into the Rabat, having that round one, getting over the line, all of that emotion, the drama, the celebration. What has those last 2 to 3 days been like for the Kunstars?
Yeah, first of all, now it's an amazing feeling to win the championships. For sure, there was some pressure made by us, not by the team or by Deborah. Before the first round, it was Jana and me jumping, and actually we only had to finish the round. And I would say before every other class we did this year, we never had the thinking of like just to finish the round. Always you wanted to go clear, you wanted to be as good as possible. So now you actually made some stupid thinkings, like what could happen, like worst scenarios, to fall off, to forget the course, that the tech gets broken, do I have... So it was a bit of a weird situation as well, because these are things you never think about. Like, this is something what, is always... I think it's always good, and you never think about those cases, but this time you made a lot of thinking what could happen, and you don't want this to happen, so it was a different situation.
What I find amazing though, Sophie, is that you and Jana could have come out yesterday on the GCL day, and because of what you've just said, we could have maybe watched you get time penalties, take it really slowly, pick up fences, because all you wanted to do was finish the round. And I think it says a lot about you and the team. Not only do you jump clear, but you rode with a lot of intent. Was that always the conversation with the team, with Stefano, that you almost need to forget about that round one thing, jump normally? Was that the discussion, or was there talk to keep it back a little bit, be safe, and make sure you just finish?
A little bit a mix of it, because for sure we got told like it's very important the first round, but also on the other hand, just ride like always, like don't do anything different. I mean, the whole season was really good for us, so why do anything differently than normal? And I think this is also what is like makes the most of sense, and what is really what went out really good. I mean, we both jumped clear, the horses jumped fantastic, it felt also super easy, it was really nice. Okay, we also would have wished for another podium. It didn't work out, but that was also the plan B, like plan A to win the championships, but also plan B.
Away. You had a plan A, don't you worry.
Another podium.
What was that feeling like after round one? Like you were saying, you were suddenly thinking, oh, what if I forget the course? What happens if we get time penalties? What happens if? When you did land and you got through that round one, was it a moment of just pure relief, or what was that feeling like?
Yeah, for sure, pure relief, and yeah, very proud of the whole team. I also have to say that, yeah, I think I learned a lot the whole season. I got a lot of experience, so I really tried to be calm and just ride like always, and it worked out really well. So I was also like, wow, we learned so much the whole season, and yeah, it was fantastic that also so many people out of the team were here. Deborah was here. Also, a few more from the racetrack were here to watch us jumping in the final and celebrate with us. So it was a really, really special moment. And yeah, it was a perfect day for us.
Let's move over to Kyle Tim. Kyle, we have been infatuated with you over the last couple of months, and I think every time that you and I have had the opportunity to talk, and I'll say this very much to the camera, Kyle is an incredibly humble man who continuously just tries to shove any form of compliment away. I can give you statistics, Kyle, about the clear round rates, that you were up there with Christian Kukuk and Sophie Hinners, with the fact that you are producing more for your team than anyone else. But I remind everyone that you only came in halfway through the season, yet you are producing a 15-stage volume level of figures. Before we talk about numbers and everything, can you finally take a moment to take your feet off the ground and tell me how fantastic you have been this season? Or do you still maintain that you are just here to learn and do your best? Come on, Kyle.
Yeah, okay. I'm very happy with the horses. I think they jumped unbelievable through the season, and you know, when with horses like that and getting a bit of confidence as we went round by round, for sure, I've also grown in my confidence. And now, you know, really the first round I made in Stockholm when I jumped clear, I thought it was a miracle. I was like, wow, I finished the round, it was clear. Like, I think I thought at that moment it was the round of my year. Year show by show, I've learned, I've gotten more comfortable walking the courses, making plans and believing in my plans. And Kendar in particular has just jumped unbelievable. The consistency and how he finds his way and finds his heart in the ring is unbelievable. I think, yeah, Friday was exactly the same, you know. So no, it's been an unbelievable learning experience, and okay, getting there is one thing, and I always say now I just keep trying to maintain it, and that's my job, staying focused. And yeah, I think we finished well, and I'm very happy I could contribute to the team in a meaningful way this year. I think most importantly, what Kyle's performances have done as well has shown the value in that mid-season transfer too. Kyle, has there been any talk about what comes in 2025? It might be a little bit early. You've barely wrapped up GCL 2024, but based on these performances, based on your results, I have no doubt that the Rome Gladiators and many other teams might really be wanting your services. Have there been conversations about 2025 just yet? Or? No, not really. I think, again, focus was this weekend, and I tried to take things class by class and not get ahead of me. But for sure, the tour has been unbelievable for my horses and for my ranking, for the experience that I've gotten. So I really hope that I'm part of something in 2025. But I think, yeah, those conversations will slowly evolve now over the next 1-2 months, I hope. And well, yeah, we just have to see how it falls. What you've also done really well, by the way, maybe we can bring up the quarterfinal start list for the GCL Super Cup to
come in the GC playoffs in Riyadh, I beg your pardon, next month, because what the Rome Gladiators have done superbly this weekend here in Rabat is boost their final log position, which means, in case you aren't aware, that they start far, far later in that quarterfinals. Now, because of the heroics of Kyle Tim and the rest of the Rome Gladiators, Kyle, you've jumped all the way up now, by the way, to second last to start in the quarterfinals. So again, it shows the value of, yes, there's a championship story to be had. Yes, there's a top 4 conversation to be had, but there's huge value in the success that you had here in Rabat. Was there talk in the team as well about, of course, winning stages is crucial, but this is a wonderful feather in the cap and a great starting position for that quarterfinal now?
Yeah, no, I was not focused at all on the starting order of Riyadh. I was really focused just on round by round and making sure that every round we did the best we could for that show, to get, knowing that the points mattered. But now that we see it and we look at the starting order for Riyadh, yeah, for sure, it's going to make a huge difference, especially when your riders ride back to back. You can know what you have to do, and yeah, Riyadh, there's a lot of money, so it's for sure advantageous to be in a good position.
Sophie, last year, Razorback International did something incredible where no season winner had ever won the playoffs before. They managed to do that. Have they now set the challenge for a season winner to once again win in the playoffs? Because everything we've seen in 2024 gives us evidence that the Canstars have the ability to do a double as well. Now that this challenge is done, is there talk already of securing a double in Riyadh?
Yes, of course, that would be another dream for us to also win the playoffs. I know it's a very hard way to get there, but we will for